How does it compare to BDO in your opinion? You cannot compare. You cannot compare Throne and Liberty with Black Desert Online. Absolutely not comparable. I know they're both MMORPGs, right? Your question is good. Your question is on spot, but you cannot compare. Both of the games belong to same genre, right? They belong to MMORPGs, absolutely. But in general, you cannot compare. So for example, combat, you can already see now that combat of Throne and Liberty is nothing like combat of Black Desert Online. Why? There is a reason for that, right? So Black Desert Online have very good action combat, amazing action combat. In this game, that is not possible. You cannot put action combat in Throne and Liberty. Why? Because you have massive sieges. 2,000 people participating, even more in the siege. And imagine playing 2,000 people siege, even more, with action combat of Throne and Liberty. That is not possible. There is no Unreal Engine or any engine in the game which could handle that kind of pressure. That's not possible. So, combat of Throne and Liberty is a little bit more modest, I would say. It is a tab target. Currently I'm using tab target, but you can switch. This is now tab target combat mode. You can switch by pressing V on your keyboard. This is now action mode. It's not even real action combat. You can see here, right? I have on my middle of my screen, I have this mouse have disappeared, right? I can press Alt. If I press Alt, look, mouse is now here, but I still have action combat mode, right? So this is me using mouse, right? And also action combat mode. Now I can return. Let's return here. I'm back to classic tab targeting mode, right? So even this is kind of hybrid between action combat and tab target, but absolutely you cannot compare. Regarding in-game features, Throne and Liberty is one real PC MMORPG with PvP features and PvE features included in the game. So you have a single player dungeons, party dungeons. Regarding PvP, you have, for example, massive sieges. You have guild versus guild content. And you have, very soon in the game, we will have 2 versus 2 arenas and 6 versus 6 battlefield, right? So 6 versus 6, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3 mode. You can go in open world PvP during night. In open world dungeons, there is open world PvP. So basically, to compare Black Desert Online with Throne and Liberty, it's impossible. The only comparison point where I could compare them is a beauty of the game. Regarding beautiful graphic design, if you like Black Desert Online, you will enjoy in Throne and Liberty. You can see here right now in front of you character design, everything about this game. A user interface. Look, this is my character currently, this part of user interface where you can see weapon, right? Character design, character customization, graphic design of Throne and Liberty is on top level. Throne and Liberty is one of the most beautiful MMORPGs I have ever seen or played in my life. So Black Desert Online, probably you know that also, is also another beautiful MMORPG. Highlights of Black Desert Online are actually amazing combat, action combat, right? And beautiful graphic design. So comparison regarding graphic design, absolutely that would stand. This is Unreal Engine 4 game, but I can tell you that I have seen lots of Unreal Engine 5 games. Throne and Liberty, right, is Unreal Engine 4. I have seen many Unreal Engine 5 games which are not that beautiful as this game here. So let me show you, let's go out from this, right, dungeon. Let me show you, this is open world map, completely open world map of the game. There is a teleport system in the game, right? There are no mounts. You can transform into different kind of animals, and that way basically you are becoming a mount on one way, let's say it. But let's go outside a little bit to show you what I meant by beautiful graphic design when I'm comparing this game with Black Desert Online. You see this? It's incredible. It's breathtaking. Absolutely, right? Whatever you think, right, regarding graphic design of this game, and I'm currently a little bit of lag, that's kind of normal. I'm playing on servers in Korea, right? So you can see here, I'm playing currently on medium settings. There is a reason for that, because I'm currently streaming, so there is a big pressure on my PC. But graphically, this game here is amazing, right? When we would want to go further into comparison regarding user interface, for example, like I said, with Black Desert Online, absolutely we can compare on that way. Let's say this is again one real PC MMORPG. I know that BDO have a mobile version of the game. This game, Throne and Liberty, is only available on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC. But main focus of this game is absolutely PC, right? There is nothing mobile about Throne and Liberty. Regarding BDO also have beautiful graphic design. Another big difference, which I would need to say between Black Desert Online and this game here, Throne and Liberty, are life skills. So in Throne and Liberty, do we have life skills? Well, yes and no. What do I mean by that? So in Throne and Liberty, we have highly developed crafting system, and also, for example, we have gathering. You can gather different kind of materials. Let's check, do I see any kind of material here? I can jump down here, for example. So you can collect ore, you can mine ore, you can collect wood, you can collect herbs. There are life skills, let's call it on that way. However, there is no life skill system in Throne and Liberty. I think that is missing. I would say a little bit missing in this game. I don't currently see any material to show you here that I could gather, for example, but let's go further a little bit. Maybe I can show you something. So, can you collect, mine, or wood, herbs, different kind of material? Yes, because there is a crafting system highly developed in Throne and Liberty, but it's not like you have life skills. There are no any kind of dedicated life skills in Throne and Liberty. And I can show you here, for example, right? This is user interface right here of Throne and Liberty. You cannot find any kind of crafting system. Guild system is very important in Throne and Liberty, and I will not go now in details to compare right that with Black Desert Online, but also character, for example, character customization, character creation. We all know that Black Desert Online have one of the most amazing, best character creation I have ever seen. This game here have also amazing character creation. Is it BDO level? Somewhat about that. So if you enjoy in that graphic design, character customization, also regarding customizing your character, we have this mirror boutique part of user interface where you can change appearance for your weapons. For example, right? You can change completely appearance of your weapons. And when I was talking about beautiful graphic design, look at this, right? Hundreds of different kind of designs for different kind of weapons, huge diversity of, okay, another difference, let's mention that right away, when we are comparing Black Desert Online and Throne and Liberty. Black Desert Online actually have classes. In Throne and Liberty, we don't have classes. In Throne and Liberty, what we have different kind of weapons. And then basically, where is it? It's here. I can show you here huge diversity of beautiful weapons to play in Throne and Liberty. So we have here greatsword, sword and shield, dagger, crossbow, longbow, wand, staff, and that's it. Now, by combination, right? By combining two different kind of weapons, you are deciding a role of your character. So for example, if you play sword and shield in combination with dagger, you'll be a tank. For example, if you play crossbow with dagger, then you'll be melee DPS, or let's say mid-range DPS. If you play dagger in combination with some other weapon, you can be, for example, you can be a melee DPS. If you play wand with staff, you'll be healer. Okay, also you can be a range DPS. You can use wand as a damage weapon. So you understand what I'm trying to tell you here. There are no classes in Throne and Liberty. That is a big difference from BDO. And not necessarily bad difference. It's actually interesting difference, right? There are many combinations, viable combination of weapons which you can use in this game. You need to decide, do you want to be tank, healer, or maybe range DPS or melee DPS? And there are no classes. obviously Black Desert Online have classes. So there are many other differences you can see here on this user interface, right? We have auction house. You cannot trade directly player to player. You need to use this auction house or marketplace to put different kind of items, right, to be able to earn this lucent in-game currency in the game. Pay to win, that is comparable. Black Desert Online is pay to win, and Throne and Liberty is also pay to win. So you can sleep peacefully regarding that. Everything is fine. Black Desert Online is pay to win, and BDO is pay to win. Which one of these games is more pay to win? Black Desert Online is more pay to win, in my experience. Regarding grinding, I know you'll ask about that. Absolutely, Throne and Liberty is grindy, but much less than Black Desert Online. Again, so that is actually interesting, right? Throne and Liberty is much less pay to win and much less grindy than Black Desert Online. But it's still grindy. Don't get me wrong. And it's still pay to win. Don't confuse what I'm saying. Absolutely, it's true. Throne and Liberty is pay to win, and Throne and Liberty is grindy, but less than Black Desert Online. And what else to compare? I mean, there are many things which I could compare further, but in general, Throne and Liberty like one real MMORPG, no mobile devices, PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox, is offering to you lots of content to play regarding PvP and regarding PvE. So you have both, right? Dungeons regarding PvE, single player dungeons, party dungeons. We have regarding PvP many things to play, group wise, party wise, massive sieges. You can go in open world PvP only during night, within dungeons, open world dungeons. So there is no open world PvP in Throne and Liberty. There is no open world PvP, but during night you can go in open world dungeons and you can have some PvP over there. Also, there are local and regional events. Every 3 hours in the game, there are different kind of local and regional events, and some of these events are PvP events. For example, like this one. That means that certain amount of time, this part of the map is actually having open world PvP. So can you open world PvP in TL? Not entirely, like anywhere you want, anytime. No, you can't. There is a certain schedule regarding local and regional events, but to some point that exists. So regarding Black Desert Online and Throne and Liberty, that would be my comparison so far. I can play both of these games a lot. Let's say it on that way. I did play now Throne and Liberty since release over there, right in Korea. That is December 7, 2023. For the last 4 months, I am playing this game in Korea. So I think I can judge pretty fairly to compare these games. There is a big difference. It's very hard to compare BDO with Throne and Liberty, but I think that Black Desert Online players will love this game. You will love it because it's one real MMORPG. You know what I mean? No mobile garbage. It's a real MMORPG, beautiful graphic design, lots of content to play, and interesting generally game to play. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this short presentation regarding comparison of Black Desert Online with Throne and Liberty. And yes, there are some other things maybe where I could compare them in the same line, but like I said, it's very hard to compare these MMORPGs because there are different type of MMORPG, right? However, both of these games, right, Black Desert Online and Throne and Liberty, in my opinion at least, are something really good. BDO now in 2024 is still highly popular. There are reasons for that. Highlights of that game are beautiful graphic design and amazing combat. And Throne and Liberty, I have no doubt for global release of the game, will be also very popular game. So yeah, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this would be comparison of Black Desert Online with Throne and Liberty. Let's move forward with live stream. If you are watching my live stream, let's go forward with live stream. If you are watching this video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. I am live streaming every evening about 6 p.m. Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.